kickoff there by Morans to get the ball back. Morans keep possession here early on.
Yeah, Vincent Odhiambo Mola with ball goes out,
stepped out,
and he gets himself. No, the assistant referee's flag is up. In that effort to just get round the defenders, I think one on his right foot got into touch. That he is one that will want to get himself on the scoreboard each and every time he has the ball. He's got sheer and raw pace. And that is a weapon that Moran will want to utilize. We saw him yesterday in the first round of fixtures, and he did have a good outing.
He has scored a couple of tries. Victor Mola, as Apache tried to play out of the 22, but well held here. Mole called. They're moving forward, Apache, but it's a Mole, so they got the ball back.
Yeah, good defense there from scrambling Morans, but their defense line has been breached. They are now right outside of their 22, going for the jackal, and he gets rewarded. Good play there. Then a quick tap and go from Brian Mutua to Kipchirchir. Captain John Okoth with ball in hand, straightens and goes. This one is going all the way. There's no sweeper back home for Apache. And John Okoth walking in for now the first try for Morans, Kenya Morans.
I think they're pretty lucky there, Morans, because there was a line break. Initially, it looked like they held the ball up, and there was a referee. I don't think the referee had pulled a Mole, but somehow Apache got the ball back and had a line break. Went over the 50-meter mark, but Kenya using the defense again, similar to what we saw with the Shuja. Good turnover there by Brian, and then pass to Okoth with no sweeper. Okoth just eventually just walking into that try. Kenya lead Morans 7, Apache 0.
John Okoth on your screen there. He's been a regular campaigner for the Kenya Shujas, one of the experienced players for the Moran side in that lineup, together with Brian Mutua. Elvis Olukusi has been in and out of the setup, but that forms the bedrock for the Morans in terms of experience. The other players coming in, a lot of them on debut. You have the likes of Rayvon, you have the likes of David Nyangige, Elton Amalemba. Gonda Arnold has been thereabouts in the system setup. So quite a bit coming in from Morans. Apache hitting back here. Just a lack of awareness. And Zach Chukwuemeka finds them napping.
Yeah, I think it was Okoth and Victor taking on the same player.
Yeah, that miscommunication in defense causes them to leak 5 points.
Olukusi, I think. Olukusi was
on
the
screen
edge.
there. You can see Olukusi just coming in for the initial ball carrier, not aware of the peeling runner. And just like that, Apache hit back. Apache is a team that is based, a collection of players from majorly from France. Of course, you'll see a sprinkling of Kenyan players in Amon Wamalwa and Jan Remke, who are donning for Kenya Harlequins locally. But this is one of the heavily French contingent of players. Mutua steps back in and offloads to the shorter side. Marambas to Ban on the right. John Okoth shrugs off, fends off the sweeper, and then offloads to debutant Daniel Kipchirchir, who was playing for Chipu last year, coming in and to the senior 7 setup. And another try for the Morans. That play from Mutua, identifying where the support was opening and giving them an opportunity back to the shorter side. And you see,
it's similar to the first try. Brian starting off his right foot, back in support line from Koth, who eventually just gives it to the young man Kipchirchir. who insisted, I think, at the end there that he also wanted to get on the scoreboard.
I think also Koth didn't want to use a lot of energy, having scored the previous try that took him around 50 meters or so. But of course, yeah, being on debut, you'll want your name on the score sheet. The kickoff not going the full 10. And Apache, tap and go. Go to the shorter side, which is well manned by the Morans. We'll have to reset there. Getting into contact, getting held up and turned over. John Okoth, the end of that Raul that just gives him that ball. Looks isolated there, so the supporting players have to come in quickly. Looking for numbers to his right, passes it. Then coming on a cutback, John Okoth. Looking for spaces in the Apache's defense.
I think it was a good turnover. Eventually, they lost his feet, but I think it was a good turnover by Apache. I think when the opportunity there, Okoth seems to be coming in short of Brad. Okoth just isolated. Oh, it's a good work speed there in terms of the contest by Apache to get that turnover.
Nice contest.
Yeah.
Nice contest. Now it's been called for a maul, and good play there from the defending Morans. Apache succeed to get out of that without loss in possession, but that pass allows the blitz defense to come up. Kipchirchir puts in a tackle. Game has just slowed down a bit here as Apache try to manage the pace of the game. Coming in short, trying to attract Moran defenders in, but they are wiser, not biting into that. It's one-on-one here, one-on-one, and brought to ground by John Okoth.
There's a knock-on coming from the side, yeah. I think it was Kipchirchir coming from the side and then just put his hand there.
Yeah, Apache applying pressure with territory here, and they are doing well with ball in hand. This offload, these ominous times, this looks like a try, and indeed it's a try, coming in strong and carrying into the touch area. Ewan Kingdon huffing and puffing, but 5 points better for Apache.
He's a powerful player, Ewan. Morans just caught out here. Good possession rugby from Apache. As we see some substitution from Apache there.
Yeah, that one we're going into the break. As you watch the replay there, Moran barely leading this one, 14-10. It's been a close contest. And we go into the second half. It will be an interesting 7 minutes.
I've done this a lot of times where they hold the player up and they have seen that when the referee goes a maul and the ball goes to the floor, that they get the ball back. But the referee just confirming that if it's a moving maul and the patch is going forward and the ball gets to the floor and the ball is available, then he'll play the ball for Apache. In other referees, I think the local circuit, once you call a maul and the ball goes to the floor, the referees were calling penalty and giving the ball back to the defending team.
That is really nice clarification from the referee, because you want to, as a coach, you want to ensure that you communicate the right way to play for your team, so that 7 minutes is a short time. If you do not get yourself aligned to the referee's calls, the game can get away from you.
Both teams guilty of not getting kickoffs as a forward pass there to John Okoth.
Yeah, Eugene Odhiambo just skipping and then passing the ball out wide, but the end pass drifting forward.
Yeah, that's
Apache Rugby just making their first appearance in Safari Sevens. Is a club that is based in the United Kingdom. They just try to get themselves a couple of players who are good, and they travel a lot, playing all over the world. The team that has been around for roughly around 18, 17 years or so. One of the oldest running in invitational rugby sides, the 7th circuit. So they are quite competitive. They will look to see how deep they can get into this tournament. With an all-British technical bench. We have Gavin Dampis there, Kerry Henderson, and Ewan Kingdon, player team manager.
Kenya in trouble here. There's just a couple of calls going across them, against them rather. The Zimbabwean referee not happy. He wants a number here. I think the counteract seemed to be okay, but I think there was some cynical play. Here we go. Zolukusi, I think then went off his feet there. I think it was Zolukusi just crawling there, crab walking there, Zolukusi.
Yeah, let's listen to the referee and what his call is.
I don't think they got a number there. Lucky boy.
Yeah.
Zolukusi.
Morans survived that one. Apache restart with a tap and go, and then going for that.
That's a good kick.
Box kick that goes into space, fumbled by Morans, then picked up. Referee brings them back. It was a knock on deck there. That was a good option taken by the Apache. Just went the backyard towards the touchline. The winger on that side, Olukusi, not recovering enough as changes are made here by Morans. 3 players coming in. You see Elton coming in for Daniel Kipchichir, and in the forwards there Clinton Amukwachi coming in for Elvis Olukusi, and then also exiting is the scrum half Nyangige coming in for Eugene Ojambo. So 3 players taking on. Difference in this one, only 4 points. It's finely balanced, finely tipped with just over 3 minutes to play. That reset taking quite a bit. These are some of the things that World Rugby is keen on, just to ensure there is more ball in play, more time spent with the ball in hand. But these are worrying times here for the Morans. Referee here punishing. The referee very clear there that the ball he had called for a free kick. He was supposed to put the ball down, but just moved away with it. So getting 2 minutes onto the bin. As you see there on your replay, guilty of just interfering with play. Number 14 there for Apache. That is Arthur Chads. So those 2 minutes, what will Morans do with that in their own red zone, but with ball in hand? Nyangige passes it out. They quickly go to the fringes of this. Vincent Odhiambo with pace to burn, but this time round is well marshaled by Amon Wamalwa. Ball goes back into the center of the pitch, straightening, carrying it deep. Now that's 1-on-1 there, shrugs off. Clinton Amukwachi brushes off 2 defenders and is gone with signature celebration that we've seen in the local Kenya circuits. Waving, do you see me, do you not? Just coming in, this is the first time he's having ball in hand, Clinton Amukwachi. A very exuberant ball carrier. Bumps off 2 defenders from Apache and then takes off. He has pace to burn.
Well, for those of you with some international geography knowledge, you know Apache is an indigenous tribe from the US, I think.
Yeah.
But the word also apparently could mean gangster in Persia. And I think Arthur Chads was naughty there and caused his team. I think the extra man made it life difficult in terms of defense.
Yeah.
And Morans just took advantage of that. As we see this kickoff for once has gone the requisite 10 meters and then they get the ball back.
So Moran with still another few seconds to play, 6v7, and stepping back in and pinning his ears and going for another try. Rayvon Ambale, the youngster who had a stint in the UK. showing his ability to just step off defenders. That is one of his greatest weapons, stepping against the grain of defenders.
I'm not sure whether it's the extra man that's creating problems for Apache. Remember, normally it's 6v7 in defense anyway, and Apache
ideally it's that.
Can play with a sweeper. As now they get back into the full complements. Turner and White comes in for Chad. I think Arthur Chad has just decided to keep him out because he's already on a yellow. Let's get another good kickoff here by Morans, and they get the ball back. The last 2 tries, Morans could not kick off and get the ball back. They actually had 2 missed kicks, and now they've had 2 wonderful kickoffs after scoring 2 tries in the second half here. Morans.
Elton Amanlemba with ball in hand. Fends off 1 player, then attracts 2 defenders. This one might be turned over.
Yes.
Yeah, good jackal coming in there by Arthur Chad. Not Arthur Chad, sorry, I beg your pardon, that's Ewan. Then immediately they tap and go. But this one also might be turned.
It is.
Yeah, good jackal. Quick succession there from both teams. Barnabas Oworo Odhiambo, who's just come in for the captain.
I was just making the point, in the first half, Kenya scored 2 tries, and each of those kickoffs kicked short, giving possession back to Apache. And now they've done well here. Scored 2 tries, a couple of tries, and each of those tries they've gotten the ball back, those 2 tries, which is a huge contrast to what they had in the first half. And now they are about 17 meters away from the Apache try line.
Yeah, that scene been costing them a lot. Just curtailed their momentum, and Morans pounced on that opportunity to put daylight between themselves and Apache. Apache recover that ball. They are in their own red zone, deep in their own territory, trying to swing it out, but they're outnumbered on defense. They are good chase by Morans. An offload to Amon Wamalwa, but gets 2 Moran players around him. He has to look for a reset, which he does. Ball goes out wide. A lot of width created here by Apache. Stepping in and offloading all the way to the 15-meter channel. 3 Moran defenders coming in. Good kick, but not really so. Goes dead into touch. And Apache not surviving, not getting out of their 22 in these last 2-3 minutes. Morans doing all the job in the second half.
Yeah, there was a scrum there, Morans scrum. They had the ball, Nyangige just taking his time to get the ball out of the scrum and complaining to the referee, but